To go into Catholic martyrdom, we have to go into the basis of our church, the beginning. We were talking in the past reflection about the apostles before Pentecost, how they didn't have it in them to die for Jesus. They were so afraid, so filled with fears, because they were filled of themselves. They were all about themselves, so they didn't want to lose their lives. But once they received the Holy Spirit, then that fear disappeared. So martyrdom came in. They didn't care to die. They were adamant to go and die for the Lord. They faced death face to face. They confronted death, looking at death in the face and saying, so what? We are going to proclaim Jesus, and we don't care if you kill us, right? And this is so important to understand what martyrdom means. Especially today, we live in a world of cowards, spiritually speaking, right? So many Catholics are just shy of the faith, and they don't testify in Jesus' behalf. See, one time I was dining in a restaurant here in England, and I blessed the food, and I was with two of my missionaries. And as I was walking out of the restaurant, this rabbi, a Jewish rabbi, got up and said, excuse me, he said, please do not ever stop doing what you did. It is important to thank God for what He gives us. People don't know. And by you doing that, you blessed all of us. And he says, I'm going to make sure I do the same. And he was with his family, right? And he was not a Christian, he was a rabbi, right? But testifying for God could be the most little thing in the world. You see, sometimes we think that we need to do big things, but no. God is in the details. Little things become giants in the faith. A little smile, a little help. You see, sometimes you help people and you don't think that what you did was significant or important. But one day you realize that what you did was huge, because that littleness that you thought you gave was huge for the person that received it. See, because you never know with the thirst that someone drinks, right? And so we need to know that our works have to be selfless. See, we need to die to this self-love in order to be ready for the martyrdom God is asking us to live. And martyrdom is not always the shedding of blood, physical blood. Martyrdom sometimes is testifying for Jesus, even though you lose your job, even though you may be persecuted in your society, even though you might be disregarded by your own family and friends. And all of these consequences of faith, when you testify for God, are part of a martyrdom. See, martyrdom has many levels. There are many levels of martyrdom, but they are all martyrdom. Because if you sacrifice yourself for Jesus, you are in a martyrdom. See, if you give yourself up and you do it for the Lord, then you are in a martyrdom, because you are not looking for self-gain.